Hey traders, welcome back to the Modest Money channel. Today we're diving into a head-to-head comparison between two popular personal finance tools, Tiller Money and YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. If you've ever found yourself torn between different budgeting tools, wondering which one is going to give you that edge in managing your money, this video is for you. I know firsthand how overwhelming it can be to keep track of spending, savings, and financial goals across multiple accounts and tools. That's exactly why in this Tiller versus YNAB review, I'm breaking this down to help you find the one that fits your style best. Both platforms offer powerful ways to track your money, but they take very different approaches. If you're someone who enjoys diving deep into data and loves the flexibility of spreadsheets, Tiller Money might be a dream come true. On the other hand, if you thrive on structure and want a more straightforward system with a focus on zero-based budgeting, YNAB could be your perfect match. I've spent time with both, and each has strengths and weaknesses that might appeal to different kinds of budgeters. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid idea of which one is the right fit for you. So, let's get into it. Tiller Money started back in 2014 when its founder, Peter Polson, wanted to give people a more flexible way to manage their finances. It's designed for those who love working with data, spreadsheets, and creating something personalized. One of Tiller's standout features is that it automatically syncs with over 21,000 financial institutions and feeds your transactions directly into Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel. This means you're getting real-time updates without the hassle of manual data entry. Whether you're tracking a budget, net worth, or spending habits, Tiller gives you the power to do it all exactly how you want. Honestly, it feels like a financial sandbox where you can build any system you want, perfect for people who hate being boxed in by rigid budgeting apps. One of the things I love most about Tiller is how easy it is to customize. You can adjust templates, build your own categories, and even tweak formulas to match your financial goals. If you're the kind of person who finds satisfaction in setting up your own financial system from scratch, Tiller gives you the tools to do just that. But I'll admit, if you're not comfortable with spreadsheets, there's a bit of a learning curve. It's not like a traditional budgeting app where everything is handed to you in a nice, pre-packaged layout. You'll need to put in some effort to get the most out of it, but the payoff is worth it if you enjoy that level of control. Now, I want to talk about YNAB. You Need a Budget is built around the idea of giving every dollar a job, using what's called zero-based budgeting. This means that every dollar you earn is assigned to a specific category, whether it's rent, groceries, savings, or entertainment, so nothing slips through the cracks. The goal with YNAB is to help you manage your money more proactively and avoid living paycheck to paycheck. I personally think this structured approach is great if you're someone who needs that level of discipline to stay on top of your finances. YNAB's system encourages you to think ahead, assigning money to upcoming bills and savings goals before you even spend it. What I really appreciate about YNAB is that it's incredibly user-friendly, even for budgeting beginners. The app is intuitive, and the mobile version makes it easy to adjust your budget on the go. YNAB is also known for its supportive community and educational resources, which is a huge plus if you're new to budgeting or just want some extra guidance. This is great, but the trade-off with YNAB is that it lacks flexibility. If you're looking to customize things or integrate spreadsheets, it's not going to give you that level of freedom. It's designed for people who want a straightforward system that tells them exactly what to do with their money, and that might not appeal to everyone. All right, let's jump into the features that matter most when choosing between Tiller and YNAB. Both platforms promise to help you take control of your finances, but they go about it in different ways. I've spent some time with both, and while they each have their strengths, I've got to say, I lean more toward Tiller for several reasons. Let me walk you through how these two stack up so you can decide what's right for you. Both Tiller and YNAB offer automatic transaction syncing, which is non-negotiable for me these days. Manually entering expenses is a thing of the past, and honestly, I don't know how I lived without automation before. Both platforms do a solid job here, whether it's syncing with your bank accounts, credit cards, or loans, but Tiller connects to over 21,000 financial institutions. That's a big deal if you're like me and you've got a mix of accounts, including some with smaller banks. I've heard from a few people that YNAB sometimes struggles to connect with certain banks, which can be frustrating when your financial picture isn't complete. When it comes to budgeting, both platforms let you categorize your expenses. But this is where things start to diverge. YNAB follows a strict zero-based budgeting method, where every dollar you earn has to be assigned to a category. Some people absolutely love this. It's perfect if you need that extra structure to rein in your spending. But in my experience, it can feel a little rigid. I like flexibility in my budgeting. There are months when I need to shift priorities on the fly, and Tiller gives me the freedom to do that without breaking the system. You can customize your categories however you like, use a 50-30-20 approach, or even switch things up mid-month. With YNAB, you're more or less locked into their system, which might work for some, but it didn't quite click for me. Now let's talk about reporting and insights. Both platforms offer spending summaries, but, and I mean this sincerely, Tiller's integration with Google Sheets and Excel blows YNAB out of the water. If you love working with data, Tiller is a dream. You can build your own reports, create custom graphs, or track your net worth over time. With YNAB, you're limited to the built-in reports they provide, which are fine. But if you want to dive deep into your financial trends, you might feel a little restricted. I personally love the ability to slice and dice my data however I want, and Tiller lets me do exactly that. Let's not forget automation. Both tools sync your transactions automatically, but Tiller has a little feature that I didn't think I'd love as much as I do: daily email summaries. Every morning, I get a quick snapshot of my latest transactions and account balances, which keeps me in the loop without any effort on my part. It's become part of my daily routine, and it really helps me stay on top of things. YNAB, unfortunately, doesn't offer this feature. You have to open the app to see what's going on, which, let's be real, I sometimes forget to do. I really appreciate that little nudge from Tiller to stay engaged without even thinking about it. Now, YNAB does have a leg up when it comes to education and support. They offer live workshops, tutorials, and a really active community, which is awesome if you're just starting out with budgeting or need a bit of extra hand-holding. Tiller's support is more straightforward. You get access to email support and a user community, but they don't have the same level of interactive workshops. Personally, I don't need that kind of guidance, but if you're someone who likes a lot of structure and coaching, YNAB might be a better fit for you. Where Tiller really shines, though, is in how much more you can do with it. It's not just for budgeting. It's a full-blown financial management tool. You can track your net worth, forecast your future savings, and even create multiple budgets across different spreadsheets. I use one workbook to manage my household budget, and another one to track side hustle income, and Tiller handles it all seamlessly. YNAB, on the other hand, focuses purely on your monthly budget. That's great if budgeting is all you care about, but if you're looking to manage everything, your savings, net worth, and beyond, Tiller gives you way more control. Now, let's talk about price, because to me, it is all about value, and the value depends on the price being charged. In the case of Tiller and YNAB, the pricing is actually pretty close. Tiller costs $79 a year, which breaks down to about $6.58 a month. It's a flat rate, and you get access to everything, no hidden fees. Plus, you can try it free for 30 days to see if it's the right fit. YNAB charges $14.99 a month, or $109 a year if you pay annually. They do offer a slightly longer 34-day free trial, which is nice, but the price difference adds up. You can find the links for these extended trials by going down to the description and clicking the link. For me, the lower price point of Tiller makes it a no-brainer, especially when you consider how much more flexibility you're getting for your money. So, which one should you choose? If you only need budgeting, prefer structure, and love the idea of every dollar having a job, YNAB might be the better option for you. But if you want more flexibility and control over your financial system, and you're comfortable working with spreadsheets, I think Tiller is the clear winner. It's perfect for anyone who wants to manage all aspects of their finances in one place, without being tied down to a rigid budgeting system. At the end of the day, Tiller just gives me more of what I need. The customization, the flexibility, the automation, it's exactly how I like to manage my money. And with that 30-day free trial, there's no reason not to give it a shot. Thanks for sticking with me through this comparison of Tiller versus YNAB. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of our future reviews. And as always, happy budgeting!